And there you have it, folks. Death of a nation right there. Elbows up, Canada, because you are going down. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. Did it. What's up, Canada? Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Parmesan, and this is Niagara Due North, Niagara's hottest political talk show. What I have for you today, folks. Mark Carney picks out his cabinet, and we at Niagara Due North are keeping a very close eye on a select few individuals and seeing where they end up. And that one Quebec riding that flipped has flipped and then flipped has flipped again, folks. And is now a tie. We are going to have to look into that. Because that's what we do here at Niagara Due North. And with one grimacing smirk, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Your country, just like that, has returned to the same track it has always been on. Ha ha, suckers. That's what this smile means. I hope all of you people with your elbows up will have them up at the government, because these people are going to at least screw me over. Maybe not some of these elbows up people. But folks, we need what's the most important part. Where did all the people go? Obviously 30 people, I'm not going to be labeling them all out, but what we have here: Anita Anand, Foreign Affairs; Francois Champagne, Finance and National Revenue. Finance Minister. Finance Minister, folks, is the third most important MP next to the Deputy Prime Minister. Sean Fraser is the Minister of Justice. So just like the migration and the housing, you can best believe the crime is going to get out of control. Chrystia Freeland is on transport and internal trade, because we can't take her anywhere. Stephen Guilbeault. So Stephen Guilbeault has his elbows up for Canadian identity, culture, and official languages. I have no clue what that means. Melanie Joly is the Minister of Industry. Dominic LeBlanc is the Minister of Canada-US Trade, Intergovernmental Affairs, and One Canadian Economy. So he has a specific Mark Carney role. Look out for Dominic LeBlanc, folks. He is the star of Carney's government. And I don't recognize any other names, folks. So there we go. I imagine there's a lot of names in there from Trudeau's cabinet. I don't know them. We will have to find out if there is anything going on there. Folks, you'd better believe that we got some comment section happening for you today from Alex Zoltan here. Chrystia Freeland, who claims she does not own a vehicle but was caught arrested speeding in a rental anyways, has been named Transport Minister. This is the worst transport minister Canada has ever seen since the Hamas sympathizer who looked like he put a fork in a light socket. Next, from the Contrarian, Mark Carney unveils his cabinet today, claiming to differ from Trudeau, while keeping some of the past decade's biggest failures, like Chrystia Freeland. Trump calls her a colossal failure. No wonder why nobody takes Canada seriously. This one from Mark Nixon. Chrystia Freeland, Canada's new Minister of Transport. You can't make this up. She racked up so many speeding tickets, she might not even be legally allowed to drive. After detonating the deficit, she's now in charge of building a train that'll never get built. Guys, I have no idea what to take from this Carney government, but the only thing I know for sure is Trump is going to squeeze our economy. We are going to get hurt. And I can't afford to get hurt, guys. Smash that like button, folk, because I can't afford to get hurt. Now, that's enough about Carney and his cabinet. We need to get his information across, but we also need to talk about him as little as possible, folks. Okay, on the next story, did you guys know that Walmart is... So, the riding of Terrebonne, Quebec. It's been in the news the past week because it has been flip-flopping back and forth like every other frickin' Quebec riding. Okay, Quebec seems to be the only province that is having these election problems. Quebec? Smarten up. But guys, what is going on there? I don't have any freaking clue. This lady sent a thing in. I went to the wrong place? Let's look into this. I have our political expert here, Mario Zolea. So Mario, this is one crazy riding. What is going on up there? The Liberals had this riding won by how many votes?
So this is crazy. The riding in Terrebonne, Quebec was won by a single vote, a single Liberal ballot vote.
So that was obviously held during a judicial review.
And that happened during the judicial review.
So what happened here? What's the case? What's the situation here?
But here's the crazy part. This person here did a mail-in ballot. She got it sent back to her.
That is crazy. So you're telling me it was a girl then?
Her vote was for Bloc Québécois, which means it would have been a tie.
What was the address for?
And she shows, see how it says return to sender? It shows the address of Elections Canada. Her vote wasn't included as a part of that count.
So what do the experts say about this then, Mario?
And an expert says that the courts could actually force a by-election because these irregularities can be the basis for contesting a decision.
He also has this crazy thing about water too. What does he say about water?
He also states that we're in uncharted waters.
Whoa, that's an expert, ladies and gentlemen. Can you think of a single instance of this ever happening, Mario?
In recent memory, I can't think of a single instance of anything like this happening. This is crazy.
That's right, folks. And folks, just a little bitty bit about the Trump scenario. Trump is out in Saudi Arabia today signing a $1 trillion deal with the prince. He is pausing the China tariffs for 90 days to resume talks with China. We're going to see Chinese tariffs reduced. We are going to see, folks, every country on the planet make a deal with the United States before Canada. And Mark Carney is going to see some amazing humiliation out of that. Where's the elbows going to be at that point, folks? Guys, if you liked this show today, consider liking. Consider hitting that like button and subscribing down below. Guys, if you enjoyed the show today, please consider hitting the like button or hitting the subscribe button down below. I am trying to build a decent quality show here. A lot more than just a podcaster or someone sitting in front of their camera. So, if that is something that you feel is missing from the media sphere here on YouTube, I'm your man. Follow Niagara due north, folks. And I'm also on X. That's all. Bye.